So you need to start thinking about yourself. You need to start trying to help mitigate your situation. Okay, and the only way to do that is by being honest, 100%. Because if you ain't 100,
On Wednesday, June 24, 2020, in the early evening hours, officers respond to a shooting in Orlando, Florida. Officers find 26-year-old Alexander Huane Jones on the floor, suffering from a gunshot wound to the chest. Jones succumbs to his injuries, losing his life. A witness interview aids the detectives in piecing together what happened. Just prior to the shooting, 18-year-old Lakari Miller and 17-year-old Xavier Washington enter the residence. Lakari asks to use the upstairs restroom. Moments later, a single gunshot is heard. What connection links them to the victim, Alexander, who was a known dealer? It turns out that the link was 19-year-old Catherine Klein. She is Alexander's roommate, and she had been seen with Lakari at her home a few days earlier. Catherine's vehicle, a blue Mazda 3 hatchback, is seen leaving the area immediately following the murder. During her interview, Catherine states that she and her 20-year-old boyfriend, Zachary Helton, exited the residence and saw Lakari run out with blood on him. She claims that she asks him, "Did you just kill my friend?" while Zachary asks Lakari if he grabbed the drugs. Law enforcement develops evidence to suggest that Catherine had set up the robbery. It turns out that all four were in on it.
what's going on, man?
Get a cup key?
No, they're fucking plastic. Hey. I don't know if we got. Yeah, we got. We'll get your cups off. You all right? All right. I'm Detective Rogers, my partner, Detective Sharp. Okay. We're contacting your parents too to let them know that you're here and that you've been arrested and everything, so they'll be aware. Okay. I understand you wanted to talk to a detective, so I'm here.
I didn't do none of that.
Okay, that's fine. We're gonna talk. Okay.
Hey, Swell. Spread your feet a little bit. Put your hands on your head. Okay, you have a seat.
All right, go ahead and have a seat, sir. All right, like I said, my name is Matt. This is Barb. Obviously, you know why you're here, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Before we get into anything, obviously, because you're in custody, I got to read your rights. I know you want to talk to me about, you being involved in things, and that's fine. I want to listen. That's what we're here to do, okay? But let me get to that, and this way we can talk, okay? Fair enough? Mm-hmm. All right. You're 17, correct?
Yes.
And I told you we were contacting your parents. Your mom is April?
Yes.
And your dad is Eric, correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. You have the right to remain silent. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anything you say may be used against you in court. Do you understand?
Yes.
You have the right to talk to a lawyer before and during question. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. If you cannot afford a lawyer and want one will be provided for you before question without charge. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. Has anyone threatened you or promised you to get you? Has anyone threatened you or promised you to get you to talk to me?
No.
All right. Do you understand your rights?
Yes.
Okay. And you said you wanted to speak to me, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So obviously this is in reference to what occurred over at Alex's house on the 24th. Why don't you go ahead and take me through the events of that day?
So, Zach, and then what's that nigga, the other nigga name? Lakari.
Okay.
Something like that.
Okay.
And then it was a white girl, and they was like, oh, let's go hit this leg and stuff, move the roof. So I'm like, bro, I don't want to do it. I told my girl, like, she like, no, bro, don't do it. So I was still going with them, and then when we got there, we went in the house, and I was just sitting down talking to the dude that was sitting in the living room. I don't know what his name is, but his name CJ, something like that. And I was talking to him. I didn't know what was gonna go on. So then, like, I hear arguing upstairs, and then look, like Lakari shot a gun. I was like, what the fuck? So when that happened, I ran out and I left because I didn't know. Like I was like, what the hell? And then that's what happened, and I went straight to the house.
You went straight to your house?
I told him to drop me off.
Okay. So who came and picked you up?
Zach and that white girl, and then we went to Lakari house, and they picked him up, and then we went to that house, to Allen house.
Okay. So they came and picked you up in what kind of car?
Mazda.
And who was driving?
Zach.
Zach was driving?
Yes.
And so Zach was driving. Who was in the passenger seat? The front
The girl.
The girl. And then there was a guy named Lakari.
Yeah.
Lakari was in the back seat?
He just got out of the county like a week ago.
A week ago.
Yeah.
So like the day of?
Yeah.
Okay. And then they were talking about wanting to hit a lick?
Yeah.
Okay. So what does that mean to you?
Like, that means just trying to get money. Like, it's in the house. It was
so they're trying to go rob somebody?
Yeah, that's what they're trying to do.
And then Zach drove the car to
the house.
To the house, okay. When y'all got to the house, who went in first? Well, explain all that.
I went in second.
Okay, so who went in first?
Lakari.
Did anybody go into the house before Lakari?
Oh yeah. Zach,
how did that?
Zach and the girl went in there to get something, a purse, just to scope it out.
So they were going in there to scope it out.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I just went in there, just sat in the living room. I was chilling. I didn't know what was gonna go on.
Okay.
And then, like, because I didn't think, you feel me? I didn't think they were gonna do it. Because I didn't want to do it either. You feel me? I don't want to be in that. You feel me? Because you can see my record. Like, I got one more thing.
Minor stuff.
Yeah. And so then I'm just sitting, just talking, and then I just hear a gunshot. I'm like, what the fuck? So then I ran out.
Okay.
And I got dropped off.
So you were sitting downstairs talking with CJ?
Yes.
Okay. And how or why did Lakari go upstairs?
I don't know. He said that he needed to use the restroom.
Okay, so somebody told him to go upstairs and use the bathroom.
Yeah, CJ told him it's upstairs on the left.
Okay. At what point did you see, because, I mean, real talk, I know you know at some point, because if they're talking about hitting a lick, somebody obviously has got a burn and somebody's got a gun. So at what point did you see the gun in the car? Or when did you see the gun? Because I already know.
When they started, like, when they got in the car, he had it on his waist.
Who had it on his waist?
Lakari.
So when you got in the car,
Lakari
you got picked up from your apartment?
Yes.
Okay, so you got picked up from your apartment. Lakari had a gun on his waist. Can you describe the gun?
It was a 380. It was black, all black. I couldn't tell what type of gun it was though.
Was it? Do you know the difference between a revolver and a semi-auto?
It was semi-auto.
It was a semi-auto.
Yes.
Okay. And what was being said and who was saying what?
They was just trying to like. They was all just trying to like. They was all drugs too. So like, they was like, all trying to like, oh bro, let's hit this. Oh, they was saying that it was shrooms in the room and stuff. And then
who was saying that?
Zach and the girl. And then he was like, and then Lakari told me, oh, I want to get money. I just got out. Ooh. I'm like, bro, y'all niggas tripping. Like, you feel me? I don't want to do this. You feel me? I'm not trying to risk my life for this shit. Like, you feel me? So I'm just chilling. I wasn't supposed to go. I shouldn't have went. But so then they just still talking about drugs and stuff. They saying it might be a gun in the safe, all that in the room and stuff. And I was like, what are y'all talking about? Like, I'm not doing that. And so then that's when we got there, and then Lakari went upstairs and then did that, and that's when I left.
Okay. So you guys are in the car going to Alex's house, and they're talking about doing the robbery in the car.
Yes.
Okay. When Lakari goes upstairs and you hear a gun, did Lakari go upstairs with the gun out, or was he hit? Did he have
he hid it.
He hid it. Where did he hide it?
He had it on his waist. It was on his waist or his pocket.
Okay. And he went up there, and you heard some fighting?
Yes.
What made you think you heard?
Because I heard them yelling outside. I was like, what are they talking about? And then that's when I heard the gunshot, and me and CJ looked at each other like what the fuck?
Okay.
So, and that's when I said, what the fuck? And I left.
Okay, so
she didn't know I was downstairs.
So when you were sitting downstairs and you heard the gunshot, you said you ran outside?
Yes, because I didn't want to be there.
Okay, so you ran back to the car. Where did you go? What seat did you get into in the car?
You know how the car like is facing this way? I was in the left back.
So if you're looking at, you're talking the back driver's seat?
Yes.
So you were sitting behind the driver?
Yeah.
And then who was driving the car when y'all left?
Zach.
Zach. And who was in the front passenger seat?
The girl.
And then who was in the front, the rear passenger seat?
Lakari.
Okay. So when he got back into the car, what was Lakari saying at that point? What was Zach saying at that point? What was Katie saying?
Lakari was saying, "Oh, I just shot him in the chest," and Zach talking about, "Oh, did y'all get anything?" I was like, "Bro, no, bro, I'm going home, bro. Like, y'all tripping." So, they was just talking about how they messed up the lick and stuff. And then I was like, "Bro, I'm getting dropped off at the house, bro. I'm not being with y'all, cause it's too much. You feel me?"
Mm-hmm.
So, then they was talking about, "Oh, you fucked up. You like, oh, y'all was supposed to get some." Ooh,
Who said that?
The girl.
She was talking
She was
shit to you guys?
Yeah, talking shit.
Like fucking talking shit about y'all because you guys
shit.
fucked up
Yeah.
the lick? Okay. And from there, what was Lakari saying? What happened when you got dropped back off?
He was saying, like, he said he shot him and stuff. Like, I can't remember all of it. You feel me?
Did he say he shot him like, yeah, I shot that motherfucker? Or did he say like, oh, I shot him, like, oh my God? Or like, what was his demeanor?
I could tell, like, it hit him. Like, when, you know how somebody shoots somebody and you could see their reaction and stuff, like, they face and stuff. Like, his face was, like, shocked. Like, he was, like, his eye was open. He was, like, froze up a little bit, too. I could tell. I was like, you tripping, bro. Like,
let me ask you this. Why bring the gun as opposed to, because you were there a week prior with Katie, weren't you?
yes.
Okay, and y'all were kind of hanging and chilling.
Yeah, I was chilling.
So why bring the gun to the house to do a robbery as opposed to just maybe waiting until he went to sleep and then snatching up the safe and everything else while he sleep?
That wasn't on my plan at all. I'm not the one that, you feel me? I ain't say just let's go do this. You feel me?
Okay.
I'm not the one that even like. I'm not the one like talk like Zach, the one that did it.
Oh, okay.
I'm not doing this.
So, how did you find out about this whole thing? Who contacted you?
Zach.
Zach called you on your phone?
Yeah.
What kind of phone do you have?
I got an iPhone.
An iPhone? What color is it?
It's black.
Is it at your apartment?
Yes.
Okay. So he called you or he texted you? Or how did he hit you up?
He like texted me.
He sent a text message to you saying what? What was it?
He's like, oh, bro, we about to go hit this league. Come on. I'm like, bro, I'm just trying to smoke a black or something like that. You feel? I'm just trying to chill.
Okay, so Zach is your boy.
Yeah.
Did you know Lakari before today?
No.
No. So Zach is your boy.
Zach, we met through family, like my girl family knew him. So
Okay.
like, that's the only reason why I hanged out with him. So.
Okay. So he sent you a text saying, "Hey, we finna hit a lick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come pick you up," and you got picked up on it.
Yeah.
Okay. When you get
I never
back,
said that I was gonna hit a lick with him though. At all.
but he was telling you, "Hey, we
Yeah.
finna go hit a lick. I'm gonna come get you," or something to that.
And I didn't even know, like, when he came, he was like, because it was like on, how can I say it? Like, I didn't even know he wanted to do it. Cause I told him, like, let's go to the store and get a black real quick and just chill. And he picked me up. He talking about, oh, bro, we about to go get lit. We about to go pick up Lakari.
But he did text you saying, "Hey, we're gonna go hit this lick."
Yeah, soon.
Okay.
He said.
And so when you got in the car, you knew that was the idea. That was the plan. That what was gonna happen.
No. Because I didn't want to do it.
Okay. You didn't. I'm not saying that you wanted to do it or
I'm
not.
I know you thinking that I want to do it, but I'm not.
No, but what I'm trying to understand is, he said, "Hey, we finna go hit this lick,"
Yeah, he wanted to hit
and he was
lick,
coming
yes.
through to come pick you up,
Yes.
and that was the purpose of him picking you up.
Yes, he wanted to lick. Yes.
Okay. And so you get in the car with him and you go to wherever they're going to hit this lick.
Yes. They
Okay.
told me out of nowhere, like, it was like, oh, we finna go hit this lick.
Well,
like,
they told you.
Yeah.
They're saying that again after he had already text messaged you saying,
Yeah.
"Okay, that's fine." So y'all do the lick. He gets shot. Boom. Y'all go back to you get dropped off at the apartment because you telling him, "Yo, drop me off on whatever," right?
Yeah.
So you get dropped off, and then what happens after that?
I just chill at the house.
You just chill at the
I don't
house.
do nothing.
When was the last time you heard from Lakari or Zach or Katie or any of them?
5 days.
5 days. What was the nature of the conversation after that?
They didn't text me none of that.
They didn't text you nothing.
They went straight to Deltona.
They stayed in Deltona.
They went to Deltona.
Deltona.
Yeah.
Who do they know? They got people out there.
I don't know.
Okay.
I ain't know all that. Like, you feel me? I just went home. I was like,
Who else in the car had a gun?
nobody.
Nobody else in the car had a gun.
No.
At no point did anybody else in that car have a gun.
No.
How many guns were there during this incident? See,
Just one.
Just one. And where did Lakari get his gun from?
I don't know.
You
I don't know him.
So
That's why.
I'm not saying that you know him or don't. That's fine. Let me ask you this. So y'all go back to the apartment, you get dropped off, and what did Lakari say to you or what did Zach say to you, or what did Katie say to you when they dropped you off?
Zach was like, just be safe, and we just dabbed it up. And Lakari didn't say nothing. They was just talking shit. That's all. Like the girl I got out of the car and just started talking shit.
Like what? Talking shit that's
like,
very broad.
Saying, oh, get out the car, Zay. Get the fuck out the car, bro. And then Zach told me I gotta get out the car and leave. So that's why I just left.
So why is she mad at you?
I don't know.
What do you think?
They was all beans, like,
yeah.
You feel me?
Why do you think she was mad at you?
Because she saying that I didn't take nothing. Like, I don't want to take nothing from a nigga, like, from a dude that I don't know.
So what was so Lakari had to use the bathroom, or that was the ruse, that was like what he was saying to get upstairs, right? Yes. Why did you go in with him?
Because I didn't think that was going to happen at all.
Well, so here's the thing. So let me ask you this. Does it make sense to you that you would go in with Lakari because they know you and not Lakari? Because if Lakari just walked in their crib, they'd be like, well, who the fuck are you?
Yes.
So you went in because you're a familiar face to them?
Yes.
Okay, so you went in there to get him into the house.
Yeah, so he wanted to use the restroom, so I was like, all right,
so
go inside.
Okay, so you brought him inside so they would see you and be like, oh, that's cool, brush straight. Because that's Katie's boy that was with her last week. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And then to get him upstairs.
Yes.
Okay. Since then, when did you find out that the dude that Lakari shot was dead?
On Facebook.
You found out on Facebook? Yes. Why did you call the police about that?
Because I don't want no part of it. Because I know I didn't do nothing. You feel me?
So why go with them at all?
I went home.
I'm saying in the very beginning, because you got texted by Zach say, hey, we finna go hit up a lick.
Yes.
If you didn't want no part of it, why didn't you just say, hey, bro, don't even come scoop me. I'm finna stay home.
I didn't think, you feel me, nothing was going to happen like that.
You didn't think it was going to happen? Then when you get in the car and you see the gun on Lakari, why didn't you be like, bro, you want to go inside and do it? I'm not going inside. I'm going to stay outside. Why'd you go inside?
It was like we was already too far, you feel me?
So you
I didn't feel like I could get home. You feel I had to walk home. I didn't want to walk home.
So you figure you just kind of take part in it and go home?
Like, I ain't do nothing, though.
Yeah, I'm saying, but
you saying take part, but, like, I ain't do nothing at all, bro. I sat in the living room, that's it.
Sat in the living room?
That's it. And I talked to CJ.
Let me ask you this. Why didn't Lakari go in by himself?
He said he wanted me to come in with him.
Why?
Something like that. Because I guess Zach said, oh, you know them. You saw them one time. I was like, all right, I'll just go inside and just chill. But I didn't think none of that shit was going to happen. The arguing upstairs and stuff. And then Lakari shot the man. I was like, dang, what the fuck? Like, that's when I left. Because I didn't want no part of that.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
So Zach and Lakari are saying, hey, bro, they know you. So you go in with Lakari, so that for what reason? So that they're comfortable?
Yes.
Because otherwise Lakari wouldn't have been able to get inside. Or if they did, they would have been like, hey, you need to get the fuck out. We don't know you. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. So the whole idea of you going in was you helping him to get inside. Otherwise he wouldn't have been able to make it inside.
He would have been made it. Zach was there with us.
Yeah, but Zach didn't go in. Zach went in and then went back out.
Yes.
Okay.
But he knew that we was there.
Who knew you
CJ.
was there? CJ knew. Yeah, but CJ didn't know nothing about Lakari. He didn't know he was there. It wasn't until you went in with him. Okay. Did Lakari or Zach or Katie say anything about keeping your mouth shut or anything like that, or not to talk to anybody about this, or did they say anything like that?
I don't remember that, Joe. No.
How many days after this incident did you find out that Alex was shot and killed?
2 days. On the Facebook, when I saw it on Facebook, I saw a screenshot of it.
Did you talk to Lakari or Katie or Zach about him being killed?
No.
No?
None of that.
Okay. The gun that... Well, let me ask you this. So, and I appreciate you being honest, okay? A lot of the importance of you being honest is because, to be perfectly frank, your role in this situation, while still an active role, I mean, I'm not going to bullshit you, okay? The reality is your role in this particular incident is not as much as the guy, as Lakari, he shot and killed him. You feel me? So it's not, I'm not saying that you pulled the trigger. I'm not saying that at all, okay? But you being honest is super important because, you know, anytime you lie, you're going to be the one that's going to have to be the person that fixes your lie. You feel me? A lie to me is just as good as if you told, you know, you telling the truth 100%. You feel me? If you don't, and you know, because I can disprove all your lies. I can prove all the truths. You feel me? I got evidence. I got testimony. So I don't want you getting jammed up for something that you ain't telling me later on. Okay? So the reason I'm saying that is because I'm finna start asking you some hard questions, and I want real answers. Because if you don't tell me the truth and it comes back, because it will, because I'm sure you probably didn't think the police was gonna find you at some point, and here we are. Okay, you know, you went along and made a very stupid decision, but now it's how you start to make amends and how you start to get better. You feel me? So, I am being told that that gun was introduced by somebody else. Okay, that's fine, but I need to know now from the horse's mouth, if you will. You understand? I need to know from the person that did it, because understand that gun, I believe, is still out there. Somebody gets a hold of it that shouldn't. That's gonna come back on y'all, and that's gonna be even worse. Okay, so where did Lakari get his gun?
I don't know. I didn't know him at all.
I'm not saying that you knew him.
I met him that first day.
I understand that. Who gave him a gun?
It was like, we met him like, I don't know where the street is. It was like a dirt road.
So they didn't come and pick you up from your apartment?
They did.
They
but
did.
not Lakari. Lakari didn't come and pick me up. We went and picked him up at a
Okay, so Zach
dirt
and Katie
road.
went and got you first.
Yes.
From your apartment. Then you went and picked up Lakari from a dirt road.
Yes.
Okay, and then y'all went to the
It
apartment.
was in Altamont.
In
I don't know
Altamont.
what road it was.
Far away from your house or not far?
Not really far.
Okay. And then when he got in the car,
Yes.
who gave him a gun?
Yeah, I went on already.
Okay. After the incident, what happened with Lakari's gun?
I wasn't with them.
After the incident when they dropped you off.
He had it in his hand.
What
He
about
had blood on it and everything.
So when we went through this, I'm gonna be real with you. You're the last person we talked to. We talked to Lakari, we talked to Zach, we talked to Katie. You the last person. Okay? And you a juvenile. Everybody else is an adult. Okay? And Zach and Katie and Lakari, they told it. They spoke to us. Man, I'll tell you what. Katie ain't worried about nobody but herself. She really ain't. Neither is Zach, and so is Lakari. They all worried about themselves. Okay, because you know what? And it's always situations like this when everybody think it's a rip and it's gonna be all gravy and it's gonna be all okay until something really bad goes on, and then guess what? Everybody's worried about themselves because guess what? Now somebody is dead, and it's a murder charge because somebody is dead during the commission of a robbery. You feel me? So you need to start thinking about yourself. You need to start trying to help mitigate your situation. Okay, and the only way to do that is by being honest, 100%. Because if you ain't 100, I mean, there's nothing else that can save you. You understand? But I'm getting testimony that is contradictory, is completely different than what you're saying about that gun. You understand? And when that gets presented as evidence, or when there's testimony to refute that, you got no credibility. You understand what I'm saying? Because people telling it. And people that are in the same situation as you, they telling stories. And it sounds pretty reasonable. You understand? So you need to be real and be 100 with me and tell me the truth. Because otherwise, something happened with that gun and I don't get a hold of it and somebody else get hurt with it, somebody's going to eat that. You feel me? What's done is done with this situation. You understand? What's done is done. There is nowhere else to go but forward. You lie or you keep digging yourself in a ditch, you can't never move forward. You understand? So if that gun is still out there and somebody gets hurt with it, you understand? You need to be real. You need to tell it. This is not no kiddie stuff no more. You need to tell it. It's simple. Where did Lakari get his gun? Okay. Where did you get the gun?
One of my boys from Crosstown.
From Crosstown? So in Paramore?
Yeah.
Okay. Where is the gun now?
It's at my girl's house.
Nadia's house? She's keeping it there?
Yes.
Why?
Because I don't keep it at my parents' house.
Okay. Where do Nadia stay?
And Apaka.
She stays in Apaka. Who does Nadia stay with?
Her parents.
Her parents?
No, her mom's locked up.
Her mom's locked up? Or she stay with her
Dad
dad?
and a cousin.
And her cousin? Are they like thugged out? Are they like good people? What's the story with them?
They good people.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. She been in trouble?
No. She never been in trouble for one time because she fought a girl and put her in put her up to a hospital type shit.
What's Nadia's address? Where does she stay in Apaka?
3050 Holiday Avenue.
3050 Holiday Avenue?
Yes.
Holliday?
Yes.
2 L's.
Two what?
I think it's 2 L's.
Two L's. Holliday? Okay. Let me ask you this. If we went over there and talked to her, you think she would give us the gun? You don't think so? Okay.
If I told her to give it to you, yes.
I'm not saying that. If we went over and said, hey, listen, we already talked to bruh. We talked to...
Yeah. She'll give it to you. If you told her that I said give it to her, yes. Yes. Promise she will.
Okay. I mean,
When did you
tell
give it
her-
to her?
yeah.
Huh?
When did you give it to her? That night or the next day?
No, I kept it for a minute. I just was like
So when? That was Wednesday.
That was Wednesday, so today is
night.
Wednesday, so...
like 2 days ago.
Like 2 days ago?
Did she come to you or did you go there?
I went there.
What did you tell her?
I told her just keep it.
Just keep it?
Yeah, keep it.
So she's not going to get rid... She didn't get rid of it? When was the last time you heard of its whereabouts? Like, did you talk to her today?
She was sleeping. She didn't feel good, so I was gonna come over right before the warrant came and people came.
Did you talk to her today?
A little bit.
Did
In the
you-
morning, she was.
Did you ask her about the gun?
No.
No? Okay.
Do you know her phone number?
407 949 1488
What's your phone number?
904 310 8513.
All right, your phone number is 47310-8514.
No, my 904.
Your phone number is 904?
Yeah.
904
310
310
8513.
8513.
Yes.
All right, and it's an iPhone?
Yes.
What's the code on your iPhone?
122402.
Okay. What did y'all get? Did y'all get anything from the house? Y'all didn't get nothing. Is that because did Lakari say why he shot him?
He said he grabbed him.
The Alex grabbed him.
Yes.
The victim grabbed him.
Yes.
And so they were fighting and he shot him.
Yes.
Okay. Did what kind of clothes was Lakari wearing during this whole thing?
He took off his shirt though because he did have blood on him.
He had blood on him?
Yes.
What kind of shirt was it? Do you remember the color?
I think it was black or red.
Black or red?
Yeah, black or red.
Okay. What about his clothes? What about his shorts or pants?
I think it was jeans. No, not jeans, but like it was shorts though. It was shorts.
Do you remember what color?
Trying to remember.
Black, white, red, blue,
I think
Yellow.
it wasn't blue or white. It was black. It was like a dark color.
dark color,
Yes.
checkered, camo.
I can't remember. But
Okay.
It was a dark color though.
That's fine. So Zach's in your phone. His number's in your phone, and he.
No, not number. It's like on Snapchat.
Oh, so he snapped you when,
Yeah.
when he texted you? Okay. All right. Detective Sharp?
How many times have you been over that house?
Once. Before that, once.
Once before that. And how did you become friends with Zach?
It was a long time ago. It was like, we just met because my girl, like, she had a friend that used to date him, so then I just met him through that.
And how long have you been hanging out or hanging around him? Month, 2 months, 6 months, a year?
Good minute, like 6 months.
Okay. And where were you when you first found out that they wanted to do the lick?
I was at the house.
You were at your house?
Yes. You.
And it was, you said, Zach that contacted you that day by Snapchat?
Yes.
Do you know, how are they referring to Lakari that day? Does he have a nickname or anything?
Scrap.
Are you friends with him on social media?
No.
Are you friends with Zach or
Zach just on Snapchat.
on Snapchat? Do you know where they all are now? Where's Zach and Scrap and
Yeah,
Katie?
locked up.
Whose Facebook did you see it on? That he had died, Alex had died.
No, it was on a screenshot on Snapchat.
Somebody, like,
I thought you said, didn't you say it was Facebook?
yeah, it was Facebook, but like I found it, you feel me, like on
Okay.
Internet, you feel me? Internet's like so much upgraded this like these years. But so I saw it on Snapchat and I saw where somebody posted it, and then that's when I saw it. That's when I like found out.
So that day, on Wednesday, was that the first time you were at that house on Wednesday?
No, that was the second time.
No, on that particular day.
Yeah.
Had you
Yeah.
been there earlier in the
No.
day?
Mm.
Okay. When you found out he had died, why didn't you contact any of them?
I don't. No.
I didn't want to.
I
That
know,
was just-
I'm just curious why.
That was just something bad that happened, you feel me? That's not something to talk about to somebody.
You feel me? Like that's not okay.
Well, I understand that. I'm just curious because you were there.
That don't
They
mean
were
that
all
I was that close to them. I don't mean like I don't be having friends. I keep it to myself. Cause that's just like stuff like this. They
Brung out my name in this when I didn't even do nothing. Like, cause I was in the room. That's it. I was in the living room.
How do you get to? Sorry. How do you get to Nadia's house? Or how'd you get over there the other day?
Bike.
You ride your bike
Yes.
to Apopka?
No, it's not a pocket. It's like between like it's by Bear Lake. You know what Bear Lake at?
Mhm.
Yeah, right there.
Oh.
So,
They say it's a pocket, but like it's like between. It's like an Altamont and a pocket. It's
And
no
you
border line.
and you rode your bike over there 2 days ago
Yes.
and brought her the gun?
Yes.
you've got some ammunition in your room. What does that go to?
The 380.
The what?
380.
It goes to the 380?
Yes.
The gun that Lakari used to shoot him?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's a semi-auto?
Yes.
Do you know if did he mention anything when he came out to the car about picking up the casing or
He wanted to take the gun. I didn't let him.
no? Have you fired that gun before?
No. That was the first time I heard that John shoot. Promise you.
Say that again.
I said that's the first time I heard it shoot.
It was the first
In
time
the
you heard
house.
that gun shoot.
Yes.
You've also got ammunition in your closet for a .45, for a revolver.
Oh yeah.
Where's that?
I don't got it.
Where's that?
It was
at?
for one of my friends, but I didn't use it.
Okay. So where did it go?
I don't have it.
I know where was it?
I never had one.
You never had the revolver? Okay. Did Scrap pick up any casings from the house?
No.
No?
If you're trying to look for the bullet was the jacket hollow points. That's what the bullet that he shot.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's still a casing.
There's still a casing for a semi-auto. It pops out a casing and fire.
The bullet goes in a casing. You fire the gun. The bullet comes out. The casing gets ejected out of the gun.
Where's the casing?
That's he got caught. He got caught in the barrel.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
It jammed.
So what did you do with it?
It fell out and then it fell in the road in Orlando.
Fell in the road or got tossed out the window?
Yeah. It fell in the road.
How does it just fall in the road?
Because we was
You holding the gun out of the window or what? Explain that.
No. I threw it in the road.
So you pulled it out of, it was stuck in the top of the gun?
I took it out.
Pulled it out and threw it in the road? Okay. You got anything else? How do you feel about this whole thing?
I feel when this happened, I prayed to God and I told him to forgive me. That's what I told him.
Okay. How do you feel? Are you sorry about this whole thing?
Yes.
Do you, let me ask you this, do you honestly believe you had no role in this whatsoever?
Maybe let him in. That's what I had.
Mm-hmm.
And me having the gun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Fair enough. What do you think should happen to you? I mean, real talk. This is real big boy shit. And I'm not treating you like I'm treating you like a man, because you know what I'm saying. You're finna be 18 in less than 6 months. So, a guy was murdered during a robbery. That you gave the gun to the guy that shot him. What do you think should happen?
I just don't want to.
I know it's hard to think of. It's very hard to think of.
It's as hard as it is for you, it is nice to see that you have some emotion towards it.
Yeah.
That says a lot about you,
It's huge.
Xavier. While you're thinking about that for a second, who told you to bring the gun? When Zach text you on Snapchat?
Exactly.
So Zach told you to bring the gun?
Yes.
So you obviously knew that this was going to be a lake. Y'all were going to go and hit this lake.
They was going to hit it. I was going to hit it. That's why I sat downstairs.
But he knew that you had guns?
Yes.
So he told you to bring one so they would have him for this lake. Did anybody else have a gun?
No.
No, so you were the one that provided the gun. Okay.
Had you met or you had met Alex before, right? You guys had all hung out before?
He stayed upstairs the one time I came.
Did you meet him at all though while you were at the house the time before? You didn't. And I take it Katie and Zach brought you over that day too.
Yes.
When you gave the gun to Nadia, that's your girl Nadia. When you gave the gun to Nadia, what did you tell her?
I didn't tell her. One time I just told her, I slipped up and just said the gun dirty. So.
You told her the gun was dirty? Okay. She obviously knows that you were involved in this.
No, she don't.
She doesn't know about this?
If she did, she would probably beat me up.
She beat you up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Weren't you court ordered to stay away from her in the spring?
Yeah, but they said
What
they
the hell
didn't
was that
say
all about?
because of me getting in trouble because of her. Sometimes last time it was like when I got arrested last time, I was going to her house instead of like.
You guys were running away together or something?
I was running away with her.
You were running away with her. She's a cute girl.
What kind of gun is it? What brand? Like what model?
Ruger.
It's a Ruger 380,
Yes.
and it's black.
Yes. All black.
So you told her A is dirty. Did you tell her it's a head on it? It's got a body on it, nothing like that. But she knows that it was used in a crime, obviously, because you told her it was dirty.
No, she just said what type of dirty. I was like, I never told her.
So she says, "What type of dirty?"
Yeah,
And
because
what did you say?
It's
To her?
different type of dirty. It's stolen.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, there's a body on it. It's got a head on it. So what did you tell her when she asked? Because you got to tell her something. She ain't gonna take no
Right,
gun from you.
right.
You ain't telling nothing.
I didn't tell her. Man.
You didn't tell her
She just
nothing.
took it,
Okay. So she knows that it's a dirty gun and she's hanging on to it for you.
That's her boo.
I mean, I know. I'm just saying.
yeah. Okay.
How old is Nadia?
16.
Oh my goodness. Is she on paper?
She's about to be. I said coronavirus. She gonna be on probation again.
Oh, the coronavirus took her off probation?
Nah, it's like she had a court date. She had a court date, but it's not like it's no court.
Okay, so they was finna put her on
Yeah.
paper, but it got held because
Because of 1-9.
coronavirus. Oh my goodness.
1-9.
All right. Can you think of anything else?
Really appreciate your honesty, Xavier. It says a lot for you.
It does.
It really does. And I know that was extremely difficult for you to do. He asked you, and I asked you a couple difficult questions. And although your tears, I'm sure you hate to shed them in front of us, it really says a lot about you. So when he writes his report and he talks to the state attorney's office, I'm sure that'll be expressed.
Mm-hmm.
That you're not just some idiot kid who doesn't care, and doesn't, can't even have the decency to be honest about what they did. You're gonna have, you're gonna have some speed bumps here, and it's all gonna be what you make of it, But you're 17 years old. You're gonna have your whole life ahead of you. So don't give up. This is just gonna be temporary.
Can you describe Nadia's house? What's it look like?
It's big.
She got a big
It's
house?
3050 Holiday Avenue
Is
at
that it?
Ponca. Yes.
Would you think she'd be home tonight?
Yeah, she's home. She's probably wondering why I'm not texting her.
Are her parents friendly?
Yes.
Like, do you think they don't
No,
like the
no.
police?
If it's a cop, they not gonna you feel me? They probably they not gonna do nothing.
They're not gonna be like, y'all need to get the fuck out of here,
No,
kind of thing.
I don't think so.
What's her mom locked up for?
Some drugs, something like that. Like, I ain't really. I haven't asked her in a bit. She don't like talking about it.
Does her dad sell dope or anything?
No.
No. Her dad work?
Roofing. He owned a roofing company.
He owns a roofing
Yes.
company? Oh, so they got money. Okay. Do you have anything if you had to say something to the family? The mom of the guy that was killed,
Alex
Alex?
lost her only child.
What would you say to her?
I'm sorry. Dad, I gave the gun to him, and I wasn't even part of it.
You think there's anything else you want to say or we should ask you?
Do you remember about where you threw that casing out? Like how far away from the house were you? Were you still on that street? Were you?
It was a little ways away. It was at a stop sign. No, not a stop sign, but a stoplight, a red light. It was close to where it was 2 lanes. It was 3 lanes. It was 2 lanes, 3 lanes.
Okay.
Alright. Alright.
Okay.
Alright.
Do I be able to call my mom?
Yeah. Alright, this will conclude this interview with Xavier Washington. This was in reference to Atlanta Police Case Number 2020-199576. Mr. Washington was obviously read his Miranda warnings, correct, sir?
Yes.
Okay, and you understood all your rights when I read them to you?
Yes.
Okay. And like I told you in the very beginning, we're trying to contact your parents. I believe contact may or may not have been made, but I had people working on that just prior to us getting in here. we're obviously at the Orlando Police Headquarters, and it is approximately 16:38 hours, and this will include the interview with Xavier Washington.
Want some water or something to eat?
Okay.
You sure?
All right. Give us a little bit. We're gonna get somebody to come in and take some photographs of you, get a swab of your mouth, and then we'll get you down to the jack, and we'll go from there. Okay?
And then when you go to Nadia's crib, can you just tell her to give me the 380?
Yeah. Well, we're
Tell her that I said that.
Yeah. We will. Don't worry. All right. I appreciate you. Took a lot of courage. I know it sounds silly, but it took a lot of courage to do what you just did, to be as honest as you were.
Yeah, it really does.
is.
It's easy to.
It's easy to lie.
It's easy to lie. It's easy to say nothing. And that's the chicken way out of it.
Yeah.
Speaking up and owning up what you did, your responsibility in it is that's
a lot.
that's a man.
A lot more manly than
Yeah.
a lot of people we've dealt with. So, if that counts for anything, you can hang your hat on that.
It'll count for something.
It will later for sure.
It will. Yeah.
Will I be contacting my mom?
When?
Yes.
In a little bit. Okay. Well, let's see if we've contacted her yet.
When I'm going to the chat. I'm trying to.
Soon.
At the conclusion of the investigation, Catherine Klein, Lakari Miller, Zachary Hilton, and Xavier Washington were all charged in connection to the murder of Alexander Jones. Catherine Klein makes a deal with the state, and in exchange gets a 5-year sentence followed by probation. Lakari Miller makes a deal with the state and gets a 25-year sentence for the murder. But now he is trying to withdraw his plea on the basis of ineffective assistance of counsel. The youngest participant, Xavier Washington, makes a deal and gets a 5-year prison sentence followed by probation. Finally, Zachary Hilton also makes a deal and gets a 15-year sentence. Thank you for watching Deep Dive True Crime.